morning, everyone. So today's my topic is danger of social media addiction. So before I start, I would like to share actually briefly what I experienced actually. So I used to use social media like a lot. I used to use Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube usually mostly, and because I like movie, of course, I use also Netflix. I used to use Netflix also a lot, but then after I think in 2000, end of 2020, so my friends, my church friends, and we decided to do it 30 days social media fasting, which is we have to we fasted to not use not gonna use like, and we didn't use like any social media, only use your phone, like we use like phone, like I use like for calculation or for fun, for calling, texting, like basic things, but we didn't no watching movies, no watching Facebook, no going to use Facebook, YouTube, nothing. So it was actually very hard, like first it was like kind of hard because I got like I had to reflex to see my phone, to it was hard, like, but then we started, what we did was, so instead we started doing together like every morning 5:30 to 6 we did book, but it was like usually like religion, Christianity books, like, so still now actually we still do it, like right now we are actually doing steps to Christ. So and so we was like trying to start with reading books, and then like in between, like I had so much time, I didn't do almost nothing. So I started working out, and then I started doing, so so briefly, like I learned how to make shampoo, I learned how to make skincare products, and also have to dye my hair like organically, like you can do your own things actually. So I learned actually this kind of things, like but I didn't learn from actually YouTube and all. So we learned from each other. It was very interesting actually experience. So and since then actually if you see my phone, I don't have actually Facebook. I deleted my Facebook, my Instagram, none of them actually. So yeah, today I wanted to talk about what's the negative effects of social media use and mental health problems, social isolation, and characteristics of social media addiction, and personal experience, prevention and treatment, and then conclusion. So what is social media addiction? So social media addiction refers to somebody who uses social media excessively. So how do you know you are using excessively or not? So there are actually a fact that adults should use a maximum of 2 hours a day social media, and children under 18 years old should use 45 minutes a day. So if you just think about it, how much you are using social media, are you addicted, or are you in the limit? Um, so then social media negative effects are, it affects your it causes anxiety, depression, self-esteem, and sleep disorders. And so for the self-esteem, actually it's very true actually. When I heard a lot of people actually say, like my friends, I used to do that, like going through Facebook, and then you scrolling down, and then you see your friends, and then you say, oh, my friend, she looks very nice, she's slim, and she's so beautiful, she's so successful and all. But then they look at me, I'm also the same age, and then what I'm doing. You start to compare it to judging yourself. You started putting your self-esteem down, and then it makes you to feel bad and sad, right? So it's actually true. Actually in reality, it's just a one time or moment happiness. In actually your friends is people put on the Facebook. I also do like my graduation pictures or my birthday pictures, like one time, one moment, the happiness. People will share it, but it's not like all the time they are best, they are going successful. So don't think about you are bad, or to judge yourself. Never put your self-esteem down. And that's why don't use social media. It's better not to use it, because if you use it, it's automatically, you will think a lot of things, right? So yeah, and then sleep disorder is actually the Faith was saying that do not use screens before you go to bed. It's true, because usually when people have more free time in the evening, people more have free time, use phone, they can go into social media a lot, and then it's addicted. They would watch one after another, and then they stay you don't even see the time, and then suddenly you see time like, oh, it's 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, like, and you're trying to sleep but you couldn't sleep. Why? Because your brain is still active, because it's still active thinking about what you watched. It's hard to sleep, so it's better to cut down your if you are using phone or even TV, so it's better to actually turn it off before you even sleep. And then like I said, it affects like especially anxiety, depression, people, suicide. Actually, there's also so many actually cases coming up among young adults that anorexia, like the people, they're so social media, they will see like a lot of skinny like girls, and they wanted to be like that, and then they get depressed and all, and then ended up like even some of them commit to suicide, and it's really really bad actually. And I was not read and then. It's also the isolation is also the same thing, like people not gonna communicate with their family even face to face. If you see it, like everybody is on their phone, everybody is doing their own things, there is not real communication is going on. So it's better if you are try to not use it in your family, make it happy, so then your relationship will be good, and then you can use the time more productively. Like Anna said, you learn something is useful for you. And what do you know? How do you know you are addicted to social media? So there are also, if have you do you see your notification? Do you see your phone right away when you receive notifications? And if you are, like, if you get text or if you get notifications or if somebody is posted, do you see right away? Do you check right away? If you do that, if you are doing that, then you are habituated. You are social addiction. So. And so one of my friends was telling, as we said, we fasted, and then she was telling me that she was feeling really, really good. It's actually Lydia, and everybody knows, right? So she was sleep better, and she read I think 5 books that time during that 1 month, and her anxiety and everything was like much better. Like what we like discussed over here, it was getting turned opposite. Like it improved, everything was improved. Like, and I think a lot of people are now refusing to use social media. So how are you gonna treat or prevent from it? So you start challenge yourself, like maybe you can do like once a week, and then or 1 week and no social media. So then you will see like what is exactly you are experiencing, how your time is actually how much time you are wasting, or what you can learn instead of using social media. Yeah, so, and then conclusion, like we said, what is social media, and then it affects our health, and it affects negatively in our life, and how to improve our improve and our daily life, and not using social media.